What's going on? Today we are going to be talking about a secret guitar trick that you can use even if you don't play guitar to make Juice Wrld type samples. Me personally, I don't really know how to play chords on the guitar or really any theory or anything like that, so I just kind of mess around till stuff sounds good, but this trick really helps me out, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so here I've got my guitar. I've got a bunch of Steven Universe stickers on it because that show is baller. So let me see if I can... Okay, so if you don't play guitar, this looks really daunting, but it doesn't have to be, because you can forget about this string, this string, and this string. They don't matter right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to worry about this string and this string. Typically what I do is I just hold them like this. I use my ring finger and my pointer finger. And you can see if you play these two notes, right? And you can kind of make it sound good wherever. But that is just a minor chord. How do you do the major chord? You just bring this finger on the first string, back one, and that's it. So the strategy that I kind of use when I go into these melodies is I always remember it's a straight line, diagonal, diagonal, straight. And it follows that pattern the whole time. So I go. So once I lay something down with that, then I can mess with the other strings, and I don't really have any specific theory for that. I just figure out what's in key and I play stuff that sounds good. Sometimes I'll need to chop it up, but let's try making a beat with this. Alright, so here we are in FL Studio. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure that I use this plugin called G-Tune. I'm pretty sure that it's free, and I'm just going to make sure my guitar's in tune. Okay, so now we're in tune, and now we're going to try laying down some ideas. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to try like 76 BPM. I usually like working in the lower than 100 BPMs for guitar because it's easier to follow along with the metronome. So I'm going to hit record, and I'm just going to start messing with some stuff. Okay, I think I figured out what I want to do, and now I'm going to try to execute it properly. Great, so I got the recording, and now, if you're anything like me and don't play perfectly on time and you want it to sound just a little bit better, let me show you how to do that. So first, I'm just going to find where it's supposed to start, make a little cut right there, bring it back, and then I'm going to render it out. Now, once it's rendered, I'm going to double click and I'm going to open Time Warper. This is where you can stretch things to the specific times that you need them. If it doesn't detect a point automatically, you could just double click and then you could drag it. It should automatically lock onto the points. If it doesn't, look at your magnet settings. And it doesn't need to be exactly perfect, but we want it to be fairly perfect for the chord progression. So you can see a lot of these are fine. Like if it's that close, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna fix it anyways. Like that, and that, and that. And you can also press Control Q if you want, by the way. So I'll do that with the rest of them. Bam! But you can see here there's a mistake because it's going to lock on to the nearest point. So I'm just going to move that back. And from there we should be good. So I'll hit this button to put it back out on here. And now we've got a perfect loop. Ooh, this bit's hard. So there's the chords. That's the sauce for laying down a good guitar melody, is you want really good chords in the background. So now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and make a top line. Okay, so like... Whoa. I turned my mic on and not my guitar. So like I said, I don't really know guitar theory. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to figure stuff out. I'm going to start going through some notes. so that probably sounded shitty and off time, but that's why we're producers. We can fix that. We don't need to actually be good at the guitar. Easy. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't know what I'm doing with the guitar. Alright, now I'm gonna mess around with stuff and try to do like one more layer. So I laid down a bunch of different ideas and we're just gonna see if we can make some of them work. So I remember this one at the end I really liked. And then I had one earlier. Let's see where it is. I think maybe this first one is good. Yeah, it just needs a little stretching, but we can use that. So now we're really just going to focus on stretching everything to be in time. So make sure every time you stretch something, you make it unique. We'll try like this. I don't know if this is going to work. And then this part is really cool, but I just need to make sure that it's perfectly on time because it's pretty off right now. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to make sure that each layer is consolidated just so it doesn't mess up when I'm trying to copy them over. And then this is what we've got. So now we're going to talk about how to process guitars. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to put them all on their own channel just in case I need to make specific edits. And then I'll route them to one, put an EQ on it. And I'm just going to take off some of that low end. As far as amps, you don't really need one for this type of loop. Not every type is going to need it, especially if you're using acoustic. But personally, I like Archetype Corey Wong. Guitar Rig also works. Just find a preset that really fits like the personality of your loop. And unfortunately, there's a bit of white noise sometimes. So we're going to do our best to EQ that out. But honestly, once you have the drums and the vocals and everything else, if there's some white noise, it's not really going to matter that much. But I try to take a little bit out if I can. I'm going to throw some reverb on it. And then I'm going to put a little bit of a harsher EQ on some of these parts here. So I'm going to render this out as a sample real quick and save it just so I can send it out to people. And then we're going to make a beat on it. Shout out to Frequency Worldwide. They made this hoodie. It's literally like a puff print. You can't really tell from the camera, but like it's sticking up. This stuff, crazy. All right, we about to cook up a beat with this sample that we just made. I'm going to use this kit from Taurus. It's called Blitz. It's available on Producer Crate. It's perfect for Nick Mira, Juice Wrld, internet money type stuff. So let's try out some stuff from here. I'm going to use this clout clap. We rocking with the clout clap for real, for real. All right. Oh, yeah. We're in a lower BPM. Whoops. Like that. Let's find a fire hi-hat to use. We're going to start with some basic hi-hats, and then we'll fuck with them. Yeah, let's use this one. This one's hard. I know in a lot of the trap beats I make, like I'm trying to clip everything and make it hit really hard, but with these type of beats, you don't really need to do all that. Sometimes for the chorus, I'll make a copy of the chords and I'll just pitch them up and then turn it down. We'll see if it sounds good in this. Yeah, just a little bit kind of in the background. That's hard. All right, and then one last thing that we're going to do is I am going to make this 808 pattern unique, and I'm actually going to take the 808 off completely. I'm going to open up Serum, and I'm going to grab a bass that I made for the community kit that we're doing. This bass is fire, bro. So if you don't know, I run the producercrate.com, and when we hit 1,000 followers on Instagram on the Producer Crate, we're dropping this huge free kit. It's got an analog lab bank, it's got a serum bank, it's got drums, MIDI, one-shot, samples, all sorts of stuff. So definitely leave a follow, because as soon as we hit 1,000, we're dropping that whole kit, and it's completely free. So let's dive right into this bass. Since we're in C sharp, I'm just going to EQ it a little bit just to make it bassier. And then the last thing it needs is a swoosh right at the end. Classic Juice Wrld effect. And that's it. So that's how to play guitar. Even if you don't know how to play guitar, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something, make sure to leave a comment. And if you liked it, obviously leave a like and a subscribe so you can see my content in the future. If you got anything you want me to do a future video on, make sure to let me know in the comments or just DM me. I respond to most DMs right now. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna catch you next time, and here's the full beat.